Alright, everybody, welcome back to Spook Score after our brief hiatus. Nick was at a conference. We are back, and I hope you're ready for a double feature, because we got to make up some ground here.
Yes.
Welcome to Spook Score. This is the show where we watch spooky movies in a row until they get the dreaded candy corn. I'm Chris.
I'm Nick.
And tonight, we watched Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
And if you're wondering what that means, we also were wondering.
Some people say if you make it there, you can make it anywhere.
And Jason,
His vagabond shoes.
painting
They were
the town.
They were wanting to stray. Let's just say that. So yeah, where do we start with this? Let's start with how big Camp Crystal Lake is.
Apparently, it's big enough for this
At least 35, 40 foot boat
yeah.
to be there. Again, we've also seen movies where Jason is submerged in the water on a chain. Like, it might be 10 feet deep.
It's not very deep. I don't think this type of a boat would fit.
It's also not that big. Like, we've seen all of Camp Crystal Lake in the other movies, and it's like, it's not like, Lake Superior.
Right. But, nevertheless, these two teens are on this boat.
Yep.
Having fun.
Fooling around.
Around.
As teens do.
Yep. And, of course, the anchor drops on an electrical line. That is somehow connected to where Jason is.
Yes, where he was buried, or like, I like to imagine in part 7, he was like body slammed by the dad.
Yeah.
Under the water and the dock.
Yeah.
So he's down there, submerged.
Yet again, gets electrocuted. Comes back to life.
Back to life. He's back.
This keeps happening.
He's like, it's like it powers him. He's like King Kong in Godzilla vs. King Kong, where he just loves electricity.
He does. It gives him power.
It gives him power. So he's back, and he quickly dispatches of the two teens.
But he then takes their boat.
Yes.
Like,
this is where we're getting to how he gets to Manhattan.
He knows how to drive this boat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, but he does.
And also, Camp Crystal Lake. I actually had to look up how lakes work again, because a lake is a body of water surrounded by land. It can be connected to a river. However, in every single movie, there is not a... It's not like the Mississippi River. There's what river could possibly connect to Camp Crystal Lake that then takes them, I'm assuming...
It has to be the Hudson River.
Yeah.
Is what they are thinking in the movie.
Yes.
They take the boat from the lake to the Hudson, where they introduce us to
a group of graduating
graduates
teens
who are also on a cruise.
A Hudson
sorts.
River. You're from upstate New York. Do they have that? Does that exist?
Not anything where you can like stay on it overnight.
Okay.
Hudson River cruise is like a day thing, not
All right.
like an overnight thing.
So anyway, this group of high school students are having a graduation party on this Hudson River cruise that's gonna end up in New York City.
Yes.
And Jason drives the boat to where this cruise is docked.
Correct.
Yes.
So we're introduced to some teens who are graduating. They get on the boat. We're also introduced to their principal.
Principal, teacher, someone. He's a dick.
He sucks.
He sucks. He's got he's wearing he's got the suit jacket and then a sweater and the tie, and he's like, they're definitely coloring his hair. His skin does not look good. He's like pushing 70, and they're like, make him look 40.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't look good, and he's just a
No.
dick. Like, I think he strikes me as someone who's like a theater actor.
Yeah, he has that
And they were
attitude
like-
about him.
They were like, you want to be in this movie? And he's like, this is nothing like when I was in King Lear. And they're like, shut up, dude.
Shut
You
up.
want get
Yeah.
to take the check. So yeah, they all get on this boat, and so does Jason.
Mm-hmm.
He like climbs up the side, and hilarity ensues. Yeah, they're on this boat, and it's stocked. This
They
is the
have-
coolest.
A disco
Mm-hmm.
on this boat. They're shooting skeet.
Yeah, they're shooting skeet with live ammunition. What else?
There's a rocker chick with her guitar.
Who's wandering around? Not for long though.
Not for too long.
There's a boxing ring.
Oh yeah.
There's a sauna.
There's a sauna on this boat.
They have shuffleboard, but like this is not a big boat, but it's packed with entertainment.
So as you can imagine, the kills start happening one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And yeah, eventually, Jason sinks the boat
yeah.
because it kills enough people where they get caught up in the electrical wires, and that, as everyone knows, causes a fire.
Yes. So there's only a few remaining passengers left, and they have to take, the dinghy.
The lifeboat, yeah.
And they finally see the Statue of Liberty, and they're like, yes, we
We
made
made
it.
it.
As soon as they get to Manhattan, they get mugged, and the girl gets kidnapped.
Yep, she gets kidnapped, shot up with heroin.
Yes, they drug her. They're about to rape her.
And then
Jason
saves the day.
saves her.
Not intentionally.
But he did.
He did, and then he went back to trying to kill her.
But he did save her from getting raped.
He did, and then they're in Manhattan. Everyone else dies. We get some weird backstory, like on who this main lead chick is. Apparently, like she went swimming one time, and Jason, as a boy, tried to drag her. It doesn't. They're trying to create some connective tissue as to like why Jason is after her. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And so they're in Manhattan, and Jason's running around Manhattan. You got that whole scene in Times Square.
They're on the subway.
They're on the subway. Also, we got to talk about, like, Manhattan is its own character in this. And I know Manhattan, New York was bad in the 80s, but, I mean, everything is covered in graffiti, and everything is trash.
They're making it look so grimy, and it's like they're portraying it to be so dangerous that as soon as these people get there, they're getting mugged, kidnapped,
hit with
drugs, like about to get raped. It's just crazy.
It's wild. I feel like, because in Times Square they have that shot with like the bat signal. I think Tim Burton's Batman had just come out, and I feel like the production designer was like, that first Batman was so cool, we're gonna make our sets look like that, except that was a comic book, and they're, I don't know. It's wild.
Yeah.
And then also in the sewers of Manhattan, they just release toxic waste at midnight or something to clear the toxic. There's a lot of toxic waste in places too.
No.
Yeah, overall though, as you can tell, this movie kind of broke our brains. And so it's really bad. But I had
fun.
I had a blast. I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 5.
This is one of those movies. This is why we have the rating system. This is why jack-o'-lanterns exist. This movie is really bad, but it's so bad that I really like it.
Yep. Yeah.
It's so bad. I mean, we'll get into more details, but you gotta check this thing out. It's worth a watch. Even if you don't even have to have any context.
You don't need it. Just watch it.
You don't need it. Just watch it. It doesn't matter. Nothing. You just Jason's a dude, kills people, teens, Manhattan.
Go.
Check it out. Okay, let's get into the breakdown because there's a lot. I gotta go get my notebook. I gotta go. I took some notes that I gotta reference.
Oh yeah.
Because there's just a whole lot.
We don't want to miss anything. Axel. Do you take notes, Letty? Where is the notebook?
It's over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about it. So, there's a lot to talk about this
Well,
too.
let's just start with Jason.
Jason.
I will say this is the least scariest, I think, that he's been.
He himself, yes.
So I gave him a 1.
I gave him a 1.5, I think, which is the lowest score I've given Jason because they decided. Also, this is the first movie Kane Hodder is Jason as.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They made him so slow.
He's extra slow.
He moves at a snail's pace, and yet can like teleport. He's behind someone, they're running away, and then he's just there, and he's here, and he's elsewhere, and he just appears in places, which makes me go like, okay, he's been a zombie for 2 movies now. Is he a ghost? Is this Ghost Jason?
He can't be a ghost.
He feels like Ghost Jason.
He has to be the same as he was before.
He is not the same. He also makes scuba sounds. Did you pick up on that? That when he breathes, I was like, what is that sound they're doing for his breathing? And I go, that's the rebreather of a scuba thing. They took he drowned like to its as far logically as you can, and they're like, what if he sounds like he's a scuba guy?
Okay.
Wouldn't that be scary? And they're like, oh yeah, it'll be scary as shit. And you're like, wait, what? No, it's not.
Scary.
It's not scary. Yeah, so Jason is different. Also, when he gets unmasked,
Oh, yeah.
what was the makeup?
Oh, no.
What was that? Because in 6 and 7, he looked really cool with his zombie face.
Yeah, he looked cool.
This, he looks like a kid's unfinished sketch.
Yeah, but I think that's just how he looks.
But was that because of the acid? Or the toxic waste?
No, I just think that's how he looked.
It was bad. It was like a half-finished design, and they said, we're running out of time, just run with it. So he looks really bad. And also, what's going on with Jason and his, like, child ghost self who wants to be released or wants...
That I didn't get.
No. And that's the connection between the final girl and Jason, was that, like, Jason's child self...
But then she ran the car into... Right?
Yes. And then at the end, Jason turns back into child Jason because the toxic waste burns away all the zombie ghostness. Anyway, that's the monster in this one.
Move on from that.
The kills. The kills.
Do you have any favorites?
It's the boxing scene.
Yeah, it's so good.
The boxing scene's great. Why is it so long?
I don't know, but it is long.
So there's a kid who is in a tracksuit and is good at boxing, we establish. And again, he escapes Jason, then Jason teleports to a roof. And the kid's like, all right, I'm going to box Jason. And I'm like, okay, I'll get a couple punches and Jason will grab it and kill him.
They were going on for a while.
It was like a couple minutes of this kid just punching Jason, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on until he gets so exhausted, and then Jason punches his head off into a dumpster.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was fun.
I like that.
That was a fun one.
That kill was fun. I also really enjoyed the principal teacher getting drowned in like the Oscar the Grouch Joker slime vat. The water is Joker green.
It's bright green.
And again, I want to know if these people had ever visited Manhattan or New York or just like read horrible...
There's just trash cans of slime everywhere.
They're like, the New York Post is a legitimate newspaper. And yeah.
I gave the kills a 1.
I gave them a 1 point. No, I gave them a 1. They're bad.
Yeah.
They're bad, but there were some fun ones in there. A couple. The rest were really, really, really bad. Yeah. Was it scary?
No. I gave it a 1.
No, but I don't know why.
What?
The fact that Jason can kind of just show up and teleport in places. There were a couple jump scares. The one where like the prom queen was in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
And he busted through that door. I was expecting it, but what I think differentiated this one from some of the last ones is they didn't telegraph when he was going to do it as much.
True.
In like part 7, when he busted through the wall, you saw him like walk up to the wall and you knew it was coming.
Yeah, this one you're not really expecting it as much, so...
Because he can teleport.
Yeah, so that's true.
I gave it a 1.5 because I go, why am I a little more on edge with Jason now? Because I think it's because I'm disoriented as to like where he could be. Whereas in the past, like, he's just a guy walking or a zombie walking.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
So that I gave it a little. For me, I also don't like ghosts. Ghosts scare me.
Okay.
So Jason as a ghost is a little scarier.
Anyway.
The movie.
It's bad, but fun.
It's bad but fun. And again, and we talked about it at the beginning, but like the logic, I'm on a lake, there's a boat that can't fit in that lake. The Jason drives a boat to the Hudson.
Also, when they're on the boat and the girl is in the bathroom and there's like blood coming out of the sink and then all of a sudden somebody comes through the mirror, was that like a hallucination? What was that?
Ghosts.
It didn't happen.
Ghosts.
I don't like... Now you're making a character who was not a ghost a ghost.
Ghosts are scary.
No, it's just not scary. It's just
Jason's a ghost now. For this movie only. Until he gets dropped into a vat of toxic waste. Again, I feel like they're borrowing a lot of like the Batman movie from this. But again, so let's talk about the ending because it hurts my brain. They get chased into the sewer.
Yeah.
After the graffiti, the most graffiti I've ever seen on a subway in my life.
I've never seen a subway like that.
Also, I love that they're like, it's New York, nobody cares.
Nobody gives a shit that these kids are running down the subway screaming and there's a guy in a hockey mask. Oh, I have to bring up when he gets to Manhattan and there's a billboard of a hockey mask and he looks at it and then he turns to the camera.
I like that.
I thought that was so funny.
I like that. I liked him kicking the boombox.
There's some funny moments.
I like the diner scene.
Yeah, the diner scene.
Where they're like, we're being chased by a mass killer, and she's like, welcome to New York.
Yeah, that's how New York is.
This is just how it is here.
I'm Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski. But yeah, so we get to the sewers, and they find a handyman.
Yes.
In the sewers, who's like, you gotta get out of here because every night at midnight they flood the sewers with toxic waste.
What the fuck?
What? So, of course, Jason follows them, they run, they climb a ladder, the waste comes, and Jason dissolves in the waste and turns back into a little boy. My question though is he like, did they just abandon a child in the sewer? Is this child alive?
It's a ghost.
I mean, but I thought he turned back into a real boy. Now we're getting to like Pinocchio territory of like,
I don't know.
If you hit a ghost with toxic waste, it turns back into a person. But will the person be when they died, not the deformed ghost zombie?
None of that makes any sense.
Does this movie make sense?
No, but there's no logical explanation to what happened.
I think they abandoned baby child Jason, 8-pound, 11-ounce. He's like 12 in the sewers of Manhattan, and so that's why we're gonna have a sequel.
I guess so. They left him there. And now Jason's gonna come back for revenge for being abandoned by his foster family. I gave this movie a wild card.
Oh, yeah. This movie's all Wildcard.
I also like the guy on the cruise who is like a worker, I guess, and he's just like in the background being ominous. And he's
What-
like trying to warn them.
He's like, "You're gonna die."
But it's-
It's a callback to like the guy in the first 2 movies.
Right. But it's like, what is he
R.I.P.
doing there?
That guy.
That
That
guy
guy should never have died. They
No.
should have had that guy in every movie, and then that guy somehow shows up on the ship. That would have been a way
Basically, they brought a different guy on the ship
for the
to
same
do that.
purpose. But yeah, again, if I had more wild card points than one, I would
Yeah.
give them all.
It's so fun.
It's
so
so-
fun.
Bad.
Yes.
It's great.
Watch it.
Watch it. You need to watch it. Forget all the other ones. Just watch it. But up next, Jason's going somewhere else.
It's going to hell.
He's going to hell. Stay tuned for the next Spook Score.